Hi, and welcome to this Let's Play of Banished. It's not my first Let's Play. I tried a couple years ago. Didn't have a whole lot of time to keep up with it though, so I stopped. So I have got a little more time now, so we'll see how this works. This game is awesome. It's Banished, and I absolutely adore it. I'm not very good at it. There will be lots of failing. There will be lots of death. But we'll see how this goes. Coopsville. Alright, so I'm just generating a new map here. The cities are they're based on these larger maps. The climate mild. We'll go ahead and leave it at that. Mountains. There's only two terrain types right now. There's mountains and valleys. The game is complete. I don't know if there's going to be more terrain types, in DLC or anything like that in the future. But right now, this works out. So valleys is more flatland. Mountains a little more difficult to kind of work around due to the efficiency of the thing. This game is about efficiency. I'm not very efficient. It's not a game that I should technically be playing, but it's a game that I love and I'm going to play it. So the climate we're going to leave it mild, just for a little bit easier start. We're going to leave it on hard, which is we're going to start with 4 families and very very little in the way of supplies and definitely no seeds for farming, which kind of sucks, but that's the way I like to start. So it's loading now. This game is a lot like Dwarf Fortress. It reminds me a lot of Dwarf Fortress, mostly because of how masochistic it is. There's no stories of mega beasts. There's no dwarves, for instance, but there's a lot of starving and a lot of missing resources. There's a lot of micromanaging in this game, a lot of it, and you'll tend to see why here as soon as we get in here. It's taking a while to load, but if you're a fan of like Tropico or Dwarf Fortress, especially Dwarf Fortress, a lot of players might find that this game is similar. In a lot of respects it is. We don't really have the most ideal starting location here at all, really. Is there... Well, there's open ground there, I guess. No, I don't want to... Wow, okay, we're going to make this work. We're going to make it work. So the first things first is we need to figure out... This is how many people we have. We have a total of 15 people. My math is not awesome. I'm pretty sure it's 15 people. And 8 laborers. So we have 8 adults, 7 children. What this means is that we have 8 working folks and 7 people that are just eating. That's all they do. They just eat. Non-stop eating. All the time. So with that said, we need to figure out how we're going to sustain these guys for the first year here. And we'll go ahead. I think we're going to start up here. And we'll just work our way down along this valley here. Yeah, that seems like a good plan. What could possibly go wrong except that efficiency? It's all about that efficiency, and these guys are going to have to walk quite a ways to do anything useful. So, for right now, can I put that there? It looks like I can. Alright, it looks like I can put it there. So we'll just, we'll put, no? Alright, that works. We'll put it there. Just, oh, I guess a road isn't really gonna matter right now. A stockpile. Let's do I want to put a stockpile? You know what? Actually, I'm sorry. I told you I'm crappy at this game. Why? Why can't I delete that? What? Thank you. Alright, so we're just, I guess... We need to get these houses up ASAP. We need to stop dicking around here. We'll put a stockpile right there. That'll start there. And then we'll have these guys start removing some resources around here. How about... Yeah, that works. And... I think that's it for right now. Maybe I can put a fishing... Yeah, I can probably put a fishing dock over here. Ha! Alright, so there's a start, anyways. We need 2 builders. I like to start with 2 builders. You don't have to. This isn't a walkthrough. It's more me watching me fail. So that's what's happening now. I like to play on 2 times. For this first part here, I think I'm just going to go ahead and kill it to 5. I found that food is easier to manage at slower speeds. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe there's a glitch. I don't know. But it does work out a lot easier this way. So we'll just go ahead and leave it there for right now. A lot of people complain, I've noticed, on Steam forums and especially on the website's forums, that these people consume crazy amounts of food, and I tend to agree, but I just assumed that was part of one of the base mechanics. You keep this going, you get these guys food, and they survive. But it's not just food you have to worry about. The weather is not their friend at all, and like these little houses, it indicates that they have no houses, they have no homes, they don't know where to sleep. And they don't really sleep, and I don't understand why it matters. There's no day-night cycle in here, so these guys are working all the time. Just non-stop all the time. Right now what they're doing is collecting some surface materials. These are, I guess, blocks of iron on the surface. I'm not sure why iron would be, blocks on the surface like that, but that's what they're doing. This is stone and trees. They have, some basic food here. Potatoes, some tools, a couple coats, some firewood. Firewood is really only used during winter, obviously to heat their homes. So that's kind of a concern right now, but not that big of a concern. Biggest concern is food. If we don't get their food going, they will starve to death before even winter gets here. The other concern is houses. I need to get these houses at least placed. Probably I should maybe do that now, but I'm not. Yeah, that'll work. Put that one there. One of the coolest features in this game that I thought was awesome is the fact that these guys, is that, yeah, alright, so you can change the model of the house. I don't really have any particular styles. I just hit the button until it picks a house and I place it down. Yeah, alright, that works out. I like to put 2 rows just so it doesn't look so cramped. We don't really, I do have builders, okay, so that's handy. Do we have any, or how's that fishing dock coming along? Alright, it'll be done shortly, so maybe they will survive this time, who knows? I haven't had a successful city yet, not at all. Generally they freeze to death or they starve. Those are the 2 major reasons of death right now. At one point I did have somebody who just died of failed heart. Their heart just stopped. So that was unique, I guess. And it was kind of a fun little feature that I saw. Excuse me. Dwarf Fortress. I absolutely adore that game as well, and I make a lot of connections. This game is similar in a lot of ways to Dwarf Fortress in the way that you micromanage things. We have 9 laborers right now. I'm not sure where we got, unless, yeah, one of the children must have grew up. Child labor in this game is a big thing. They love it. They like to work, and they do so. How's this? Alright, so the fishing dock is being constructed right now. I love the way that these buildings are put up like that, and now we need to get some fishermen. This is where the micromanaging comes in. I need to have 4 fishermen to keep up with my current population, but that only leaves me with 3 laborers, and that's 3 people to go out, collect rocks, cut down trees, so on and so forth. If I put any more builders, okay, then we have too many builders, right? So it's really about finding a balance, and that's kind of difficult when these numbers start to go up higher. Right now, it's not that big of a deal. You only have, a few select people, but you need to get the population up. These guys have their own life cycles. They live and they die. The average age is about 80 years, and they work non-stop. So, I mean, old age isn't a problem. It's when they start to die that's a problem. And we have the first house popped up here, who belongs to Deonta and Pristine, who, as you can see, they have 2 children already, and they're only 14 years old. So I guess in the banished medieval world, children don't just work, they have kids, they have families of their own. And that is awesome, I guess. Strikes me as a little odd, but, you know, what can you do? There's a second house, so now we're already off to a much better start than I usually at. With that said, see, these guys have no children. What do they have for inventory? They got some food and they got firewood. All right, so that's good. What we need to do now, though, is I need to focus on basic things. I need tools. How about we just where we? You know what? Put that storage barn. I'm sorry, I sneezed in your ear. I feel horrible, but it happened, so deal with it. I'm not sure where to put the storage barn at right now. How about, I guess that could work? Yeah, that'll work. Storage barn is for basic items, food, textiles, not so much firewood. I think tools are stored there as well, and maybe you know, herbs, things like that. The stockpile itself is mostly for iron, logs, and stone. Firewood will also go here at some point. Right now, basic hunter-gatherer society. They don't have any ways of sustaining, you know, farms. I don't have any seeds, so I can't plant orchards or anything like that. But there's a surprising amount of depth for what this game actually is. It was designed by one person. I hit the space bar there. I do that a lot. I'm not sure why. But the game was developed by one person, I believe, a company called Shining Rock Software, and I believe this person is an absolute freaking genius. So now that we have just the depth that this game has for what it is, it's simple, but it's not, and that's a really sweet thing for me. I enjoy games that are in great depth. Go ahead and, I guess, put that road there. We need to maybe put a road from the fishing dock to town here. They walk a little faster on roads. So everybody has a house now. So that's a start. This fishing, just at the storage barn, I need more logs. There's a lot going on here. It doesn't seem like there's a lot, but there really is. So we got the food here. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something. Tools. That's what. All right, tools. Child was born. Norin was born where? A laborer. So one of the children have grown up. 10 years old seems to be the grow up age, unless they're students, and then they go to school until they're about 16, and then they become laborers. But these guys right here, these guys are going to be the downfall of this village right here. They're going to consume so much food, just so much food. It's astounding to me how much 4 families, 17 people, how much food they consume. We don't have any stone either. That's a problem. Maybe we'll come down here, get these guys going, maybe grab some stone here. There's not much stone to be had, it appears. There we go, get some of that going. It is now autumn, so what we need to do here shortly, actually probably quickly, right now maybe, is start getting this I have this thing where I can't just place buildings randomly. They have to be somewhat, you know what, that'll work right there, that's fine. My OCD, I have gamer OCD is what I like to call it, and it's just, my cities have to look semi-decent. Not beautiful, but, you know, like they were laid out by somebody that knew what they were doing. But this game is, like I said, a lot like Dwarf Fortress in the way that you have to micromanage things. There's a lot of things going on here. Trees, for instance, it's not that renewable. You know, you cut down a tree, you might cut down all the trees on the map. You might have logs for years, but there won't be very many trees, and you have to wait for those trees to grow. There are ways to mitigate the damage that these folks do to the environment in some ways. But we'll get into that in more depth later. But right now, I mean, there's just children popping out of every orifice, it seems, which is not terribly a bad thing. I mean, the children, they're kind of a necessity. You need the children to grow up into adults, become laborers. But, you know, you have too many children, you have too many people, you can't feed them with what you currently have, then, you know, that's the problem. And my biggest concern is I'm going to expand too quickly, and the population is going to quickly outweigh what I can produce food-wise. And the storage barn is now going up here, so that's a good thing. We get this wagon out of the way here. We can use this space a little more efficiently. We have a total of 18 people. It's now early winter. Firewood. We're just not going to have firewood, it looks like. Well, we have a homeless person. We have homeless people already. Holy crap. Alright. We need to get them a house then. Quicker than later. Where's the... Alright, so we can build up in this way, I guess. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just throw that down there, I guess. And maybe get this going. I really want the storage barn up and going as quickly as possible. People are going to start freezing to this here shortly. It is, I think that's 18 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure, but it's 18. So either way, it's cold. I guess 18 Celsius isn't that cold. It's, what is that? That's like 50, 60 degrees. So that's not too bad, I guess. But I mean, it's cold enough for these guys anyways. They start freezing to death in this weather, which is not awesome. But, you know, what can you do? That's the way it is. I'm already off to a relatively good start. This village might actually survive a little. Oh, we have another laborer, so that's good news. We have some stone, we got some logs, but what we don't have is food. We have no food. I'm not sure where the food is going, but we have none. Up, it's still, they're just not fishing right now, I guess. So that's scary. Storage barn. Alright, so the storage barn is up. Now we can tear down this wagon. And tools. We don't have any tools. We're out of tools. This is where it starts to get difficult. When you start running out of resources, bad things start to happen. Tools. Without tools, these guys are going to be operating ridiculously slowly. Woodcutter. We need to get one woodcutter going. So now we got 4 laborers, you see. That's the problem right here. It's when I first got this game, I failed like 14, 15 towns later. I still hadn't figured it out. And these guys have no heat and no food. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure they're gonna die though. So I mean, that's what's happening there. When you're playing this game, prepare to lose a lot. You're going to lose a lot unless you're, you know, very, very good with numbers, in which case I'm not. They have some firewood now, so now they at least won't freeze to death. And, well, no, they have no firewood. They have food. They have, oh, they got some firewood now. They won't survive. Oh, they won't die. Wow. English is not awesome today. So, we have this guy still freezing, but I guess early spring, so that's good news. He didn't die. He survived winter. We might actually... Alright, so now we have the basis going here. We got everything going on. Now we need to get some tools going, and then everything should be fine. We'll be out of the the deep water and into some more peaceful times for a little bit anyways. How many laborers do we have? We have 11 working folks. So, yeah, 4 laborers. Alright, so I can get a gatherer going someplace. About, I don't know where we gather. Up here, maybe? Yeah, we'll put them up there. So the gatherer is basically going to walk around and collect herbs. Things that grow wild. Yeah, gonna collect these plants, things like that. Just gonna, people are going to eat them. That's basically what that is. Alright, so there's a little highway we have going there. People are already running out of food. We're running out of stone. We don't have enough stone to do really anything with, so we're gonna have to come over here and get these guys collecting more stone. We have a coat, 7 tools. Alright, so we do have some tools left, not many. We're gonna also get rid of the resources here in this little valley so I can at least see what I'm doing. Yeah. So that's basically what this is. I think this is a good starting point right here. Stopping point right here. And when we come back, part 2 of Cubesville. Maybe this village will last a couple years. Who knows? Thanks for watching.